Lord, stupid phone. But anyways, yeah. Good morning. Hi, how is everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. It's about how I feel right now. I'm so, I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm like in a good mood, but then I'm not. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I really don't know. And that's part of the thing, out of all the crap that I've been going through and been reading and everything, and like just trying to heal all the crap that I'm trying to heal and do the stuff that I'm trying to do, trying to not get mad. It's just like that. It's just like she said, it's like standing on the freaking railroad tracks and seeing a train coming at you, and you have to stand there, you have to take the hit, and it's gonna suck, and it's gonna hurt, and it's gonna be bad, and it's the only way to heal yourself. Nomon just texted me. I'm irritated with him because it's like I met Honest, and the thing is when I met Honest, and it's like, like supposedly the devil is all about temptation, but then you're supposed to trust your own intuition and blah 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 and all this crap. And so my grandmother left. And I'd been waiting for her to fucking leave forever, basically, because she told me she was going to leave as soon as I moved in and she was going to let me live here. And instead, then she says, "Oh no, I'm not leaving." And she stayed here for 2 months. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm going to leave this month." And I'm like, hallelujah, I can get so much done. And I was like, I can focus on me, and, like just stuff I wanted to do, like just organizing. Because, I mean, hell, I just moved in 2 months ago and I got a bunch of stuff and I don't, I can't access everything and all this. So I was just like, yes, this is going to be great. She's leaving, and yeah, and instead, I get on one of my aminos one night and this guy's like, "Hey," and it's Honest. And I'm like, yeah, and so me and him strike up a conversation. I'm like, man, it was nice talking to somebody. And then I'm like, okay, this was real nice talking to somebody. You know what? I've been missing this in my life. And so we start talking. Next thing I know, he's telling me that he loves me and all this crap and everything. And I'm like, okay, and I'm fine with it, and I'm like, cool, And then I'm dedicating my time to him, but he's dedicating his time to me too, because that's the reason that it's even off the ground, basically, is because he's the one messaging me first. He's the one calling me. He's the one like pursuing and being persistent, and not to the point that it was like annoying as hell or anything like that. Like there's believe me, I've been there with those types of people, and you're just like, I'm gonna fucking break your neck if you don't goddamn give me a moment to fucking breathe. And so he wasn't like that. And I was like, well, this is really nice. And I was like, well, all the crap, I started, my priorities shifted, basically, in those 2 weeks of talking to him. And I was like, well, I can wait on this, I can wait on that. Everything happens for a reason. I'm just going with the flow. I'm just relaxing. If he texts me, he texts me. If he calls me, he calls me. Whatever. So he did and all that for 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden one day he's just like, hey, I don't love you anymore. I don't care about you anymore. And I was just like, okay, and I was like, Lord Jesus up in heaven, keep me from being a murderer. Like, don't make me kill anybody ever in my life. Because it made me, it made me mad. I mean, it hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings real, real, real fucking bad. I broke down and I cried. And I cried, I don't know how many damn times, at least 3, like really hard for like an hour and a half each. And then, literally the day after that, like, I was like, I should just end my life. Nothing matters, And, then, next thing I know, my grandmother's like literally coming back a few days after he did that. Like, and like, here he was all this time, you live with your grandmother. And I'm like, yes, I live with my grandmother. And he's like, he's asking in a way that's like, he makes it seem like he doesn't believe me. And like he thinks that I'm fucking lying to him. And I'm like, yes, I do, and like, what type of proof do you fucking want? Like, like, I mean, granted, I wouldn't have had hardly any, but I could have, sent him a picture, and been like, yes, this is my grandmother, and been like, this is her bedroom, and look at the house. Hell, believe me, like, I don't like the way that the house looks, okay? The flowery wall shit, I fucking hate it. Like, if it was me, the walls would be white. Or a light mint green or something. Or even turquoise. Or, hell, even periwinkle or some shit. Like, I just can't. And the fucking carpet here, oh my god, I hate it. It's burgundy. But anyways. Not saying I have the money to change those. I do have a can of paint, though. White paint. If I could get some paint thinner, and if she wouldn't bitch about it, and nobody would bitch about it, I'd paint back here. But anyways, so, that happened. And then, as soon as that happened, then it's like, I got mad at him. I blocked him, then I unblocked him, then I blocked him again, then I unblocked him again. Because I'm mad because my feelings are hurt, and I'm basically acting like a teenager over the shit, or a little preteen or whatever that got her first heartache. And I'm like, Heather, grow the fuck up and get the fuck over this shit, And I'm like, don't fucking do this to yourself, And I can't help but not do it to myself because, when you care, you kind of fall into that little, crush type shit. And the thing is like, I'd been sitting here all this time, and I thought, like, when I first moved away, I thought it was going to be easier, like, not thinking about EJ, which is the girl that I fell in love with a while ago. And it just made it harder, for all that time. And like that last month before Honest contacted me, I was like, I'm over it. I think I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm forcing myself to be over it, And there's this saying that, like, you gotta try to hold on and you gotta try to let go. And so I was trying to let go. And then when he did what he did to me, Lord God bless, I'm so redneck, but anyway, I'm so country, hillbilly. But when he did what, he did to me, it just put me back. Because I cried just as hard as I did whenever EJ broke my heart, basically, and it just like flashed me back to all that shit. And I was like, okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm over it. And then he's the same zodiac sign as the Jason guy that picked me up in February. And granted, me and Jason, like, I don't know, like, we've never really spent a lot of time together, but every time I've been with him, the 2 times I've been with him and seen him, and everything, I just feel okay when I'm around him. And that's the reason that, I reached out to him and, like, tried to, be like, hey, because I feel okay around him in a way that I don't feel okay around other people sometimes, And, God, I'm so fucked up. But, so anyways, he's the same damn zodiac sign as frickin' Jason. So then that brought that shit up for me, too. And I was just like, okay. I was a dumbass for even thinking that me and Honest could even be friends, or get along or whatever. Because he's the same damn zodiac as this motherfucker over here. And I say that because the way that he treated me. Because he's like, did you come to my place? And I was like, yeah, I friggin' did. And I was trying to talk to him about it. And he just blocked me. And I'm like, bitch, and I'm just like, oh my god, and then the thing is too, is they're the same damn zodiac sign as my freaking dad, and that is a Libra, and one of my grandfathers was that too, and then one of my cousin's husbands was that too, and everybody used to talk about what type of assholes that they are, and that they're just a new breed of assholes and everything, and like, I always thought it's funny because, I mean, I've tried to get along with my dad, you know, like, but I couldn't because he was just so freaking abusive and shit, and he never apologized for anything. But, you know, he's my dad, and he's got, you know, he's got a good heart, but hell, everybody's got a damn good heart, in all honesty. But, you know, people don't use it, you know, and I don't think Libras use it at all. I think they block it off, they build fucking, like, I don't know, metal, concrete, fucking brick ass walls around the shit, and they're like, I don't have a heart. What are you talking about? I'm a complete and total smart ass, you know, and I'm an abusive dickhead, you know, if they are abusive like my dad was, you know, like that's it. That's all that they ever are or something. I don't fucking know. But Jesus Christ. And to hear my mom and my cousin and my aunt and everybody talk about them and be like, they're rude, they're mean, they're hateful, they're assholes, they're this, they're that, you know, they always think this, they always think that, you know, they're always suspicious of people, they're always, you know, and everything. And it seems true. And if you read on their zodiac sign, it's kind of listed there, you know, and it's like, okay, yeah, you know. And then I remember when I had my job that I had for a year, my job before this last one. Fucking hell. There's one dude there, man, he's a mess. He's a mess. That's all there is to it. And he's like, man, let me tell you. He's like, whenever me and my wife got divorced, he's like, they told me I could have half of everything. He's like, I took a damn chainsaw in there and I cut the damn couch in half. And I was like, here's your half of the couch and this is my half of the couch. You know, and shit like that. And I was like, you ain't even gotta tell me that you're crazy. I was like, I fucking know you're crazy because you're damn Libra. And me and him would laugh about it. And I'm like, my dad's a damn Libra. And I'm like, you a crazy son of a bitch. And he's like, you damn straight, you know, and everything. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, but because I was raised by one of y'all, I'm even crazier. I was like, so there you go. You know, you can have it and everything. But we'd tease each other, like, about it at work. But, oh my God, I can't. And now, Honest texts me. That's the thing, too. You know, timing, and trying to figure out what it means, you know, and what it means to you, and intuition, and all this fucking bullshit. And my intuition's fucked up, and I don't know how to listen to it and how to trust it anymore because I was taught to go against it. And then when I have trusted it, because of other things coming into play, it's never lined up, it's never made sense. So I don't know when to trust it, when to not, when it is my intuition, when it's just my negative wiring in my mind because of past trauma, because of my childhood and shit. I don't know. And then I don't know if it's somebody trying to scam me and everything, which I made a video talking about that and everything. But when me and Honest was talking together, everything was cool. Everything was cool, everything was fine. And then me and him stopped talking, and then I started talking to Nomon. And I started talking to Nomon, and then like 3 days into talking to him, I believe, or some shit like that, I got like, and as a matter of fact, I accepted almost 1,000. I said 500 the other day. I might have said 1,000 before that another day. I've accepted almost 1,000 damn friend requests within the past few weeks. And right now I'm down to 700 and something people. And I keep blocking people daily because I keep getting dick pics or obsessive, oh, I love you so much. I love you this much. I love you. Or I keep getting, where they're just fucking calling me. Like, I can't even log into my goddamn messenger without it being like, you have 5 missed phone calls from dipshit, from asshole, from dick prick, from, somebody that, I'm just like, who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that? Like, if y'all do that over there, that's fine. I get that y'all are from a different part of the world, but we don't do that over here. Okay? It is a very big thing for us to, accept somebody onto our damn Facebook. And it is a very damn big thing for us to even fucking communicate to each other once we fucking did that. Because we as Americans ignore the shit out of each other for the most part. I have no idea why. I just know that's the way it is. People just walk past people on the fucking road. They don't fucking help them. They don't fucking do shit. Or if they do help them, it's because they see a way that they can get a benefit out of the fucking situation. That's all that there is to it. And then y'all got me thinking that that's what y'all trying to do to me, because y'all just trying to maybe scam me. Like, me and Eddie, my friend's talking and everything, and he's like, identity theft, and all this, and they can still use your name and this and that to, get loans for this and that, and I'm like, they gonna be shit the fuck out of luck. I ain't got nothing of any type of quality that's gonna, and he's like, it doesn't matter. If they can pass off that they are you, then they're gonna get it and everything, and I'm like, well, hell, if that's the fucking case, because there's so many ways that you can look up shit about people. Believe me, I know, okay? There's so many ways you can look up shit about people that are just regular, average people like me. You don't even have to, and you can find it without even fucking knowing them. You don't have to fucking harass them. You don't have to fucking get in their goddamn head and play mind games and fuck them over. And I'm done fucked the fuck over fucking hell enough in my goddamn mind, and I don't need any more of this fucking shit. And I'm just like, okay, and I'm like, well, I guess they can pay my child support for me, because they gonna, they're gonna pull up, they owe child support, like, that's the way that I'm kind of looking at it to a degree. But then I'm like, but I guess not, if they're applying for shit over there. I'm like, because, technically, I could probably have a damn bench warrant put out on me if my damn parents wanted to do it, in all honesty. And then, on top of all this shit going on, and I'm even sitting here fighting with it right now, yay, lucky me. Oh my god, I'm gonna break this fucking thing. My fucking, phone won't charge. It does, but it's, slow as fucking molasses. It literally takes, 3 minutes for 1%, basically, to be charged in the goddamn phone. I don't know if it's the fucking battery, or if it's the fucking charger. I don't think it's my charge cord, because I actually just bought this motherfucker, 4 damn months ago. And I think it's actually the phone. I think it's the, the thing where you plug the charger in. It's fucked up, because every time I wiggle it, it picks back up, and then sometimes I'll wiggle it, and it'll fucking, it'll fuck up, and it won't charge at all. And so that's going on, and I'm mad about that. And then Nomon, he came along, and then all these people on fucking Facebook came along, and the thing is just Jennifer, this girl that I knew, and all this and everything, that was my neighbor and shit and everything, which if you've watched my previous videos, she had the same shit happen to her, 2 months ago, I guess? She, let's see, Ethan, I wonder, I don't know, ooh, if it's him, this kid, anyways, this asshole, walking asshole, basically. But anyways, she woke up one morning, she's like, man, I got 500 and something friend requests. And I'm like, huh? And she's like, yeah. She's like, I just woke up this morning, I got 500 and something damn friend requests on my Facebook. And I'm like, okay, And I'm like, well, you must have done something that pulled something in, or, you done something, you friended or talked to or something to somebody, and they found you, and next thing you know, it's fucking, it's like being mauled to death, basically. It's just, let's all attack at the same time. Let's all send friend requests all at the same time, and all expect to send messages and have replies and all this shit. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, dude, I don't mind talking to people, but I can't talk to 90 fucking people at the same goddamn time and learn shit about them. I'm not taking the time out of my fucking life to learn about you, when I have things that I can learn to better my life, and I'm not saying that human connection is not valuable. It is. It's one of the most valuable fucking things on the goddamn planet, but people do not respect it in that aspect. And so if they never respect respect it in that fucking aspect, then why the fuck am I gonna sit here and try to be the only one respecting sons of bitches when they ain't fucking respecting me? Why the fuck am I gonna do that? If I'm gonna talk to 90 fucking people or 100 fucking people or 1,000 fucking people, it's gonna be because I'm standing up on a goddamn stage giving a fucking speech and they sitting there listening and they learning something from me. I don't have time to speak to 1,000 fucking people a damn day. And I don't have time to listen to 1,000 fucking stories a day. And then, because me and who I am and the type of person that I hold myself to be and everything, I'm like, reaching out to Honest after all the shit between me and him, and I'm like, dude, why'd you do me like that? You didn't have to do me like that. And I'm like, please say that you learned from this to not be doing people like that. I'm like, because that hurt. I'm like, that fucking hurt. Don't do that, And he's like, I'm sorry, and everything. And I'm like, it's okay. But just say you learned from it, please, And I started breaking down crying 2 days ago. I was distraught as fuck writing him, and I was like, please say you learned from it. Don't be like my kid's dad and just keep repeating the same shit for, how long have I known him? 13, 14, 15, and then 16, 17. So 17 fucking years, basically. Or probably even longer, because I remember seeing him once before when we was little kids, because he was friends with my cousin. But, dude, I've known this fucking dude forever, and he keeps repeating the same fucking shit over and over and over again. I mean, he had 4 different kids with 4 different baby mamas, and I'm one of the 4, he never would grow from the situation. And now he thinks that he grew from the situation, I guess, and I hope that he did, because, he hadn't got nobody pregnant in a little bit, so woohoo, but I'm like, I don't know, though, because the way the ages have skipped, I'm like, it might be due, it might be time for another one to come along, another child, and I'm like, Lord God, please no, and help, and I'm like, help him, fix him. And I'm like, please, let him have learned something from this shit. And so, Honest is young, I mean, he's not, as young as my kid's dad was when I met him, but he's only 4 years older than he was when I met him. But anyways, I'm like, dude, don't do this. Don't be this guy, and luckily he's not that guy in that aspect. Thank you, Jesus. So maybe he is learning from it. And so me and him, we're like friends now. At least that's the way that I feel. Now, he might not see it that way, but I see him as a friend. I see him as a friend so much that I told Noman about him, and I was like, Noman, I was like, I want you to be friends with him too. I was like, because, that's me. That's the way that I am. And, Noman has teased me about, how you gonna be friends with all these people? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. And I'm like, but I'm not gonna shut them out if they're decent to me, but at the same time, if they're rude to me, like this fat ass, I shouldn't say that. Lord forgive me. Okay, this old dude. I'm just going to say this old dude. Motherfucker wrote me. Motherfucker damn wrote me. And he's like, hey, And I'm like, hi, And he's like, how are you? I'm like, fine, And he's like, okay, And I'm like, yeah. Because, I mean, that's the thing, too, is they can't even hold a conversation, half of them. Half of them probably don't even know English that well. It's fine. I will work with you on the shit. But my God, stop asking me the same repetitive-ass questions. I get tired of answering every day, 50 times a day, how am I? Do I have to write a post every day and be like, I am well, nice to, fuck. I have bad days, I have good days, I have all this shit going on. And so anyways, I'm just like, I'm well, and all this. And then he calls me. And I'm like, please don't call me. And he writes back and he's like, well, don't be angry about it. I'm sorry. And I wrote and I said, I'm not angry about it. I'm just telling you like it is. Please do not call me. And I've reached a point, especially with people that like them that I just recently met, they if they go against what I say, please do not, and concluding it's done common sense to me to not do that in the first place, but I let it slide that they did it once, but then I write and I'm like, please do not do that, and they do it again, or they say something smart ass or whatever, I will block your ass in a heartbeat. I will. And so I'm like, I'm not angry about it. Because I'm not. I'm just telling him like it is. Like, I don't want you calling me. I'm like, please do not call me. That's what I wrote. And he's like, I didn't call you, and I'm like, or what was it? He's like, why are you angry? That's right. He's like, why are you angry? And I'm like, I'm not angry. You're just assuming I am angry. And there's a saying, assuming means that you're making an ass out of you and me. Because you're fucking assuming what the hell I'm thinking or what the hell I'm feeling. And you're not me, motherfucker. So you can't know what the fuck I'm thinking or what the fuck I'm feeling unless I fucking tell you. So any fucking ways. Whew. So he wrote, and he's like, well, please, stop being angry, and I'm like, I'm not angry. And then he wrote me and he said, you're crazy. He said that I was crazy, and what was it? Something else. And I was just like, you motherfucker. And I was just like, oh, God dang it. And so, anyways, I blocked him. I was like, really? 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 You're that controlling? You're that narcissistic that you're gonna try to tell me how the fuck I feel? I don't feel angry, okay? Or if I do, it's not directed at you. If I feel angry, it's at the bigger picture of all this shit going on, of all these people fucking bombarding me. You want me to take that shit out on you? Because, honey, I will. I would love some target practice. Like, let's go. Like, God. Lord up in heaven, forgive me for my anger and rage, but holy shit. Holy shit, people. Like, and so I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know who the fuck I got a hold of. I don't know if Nomon did it. I don't know if Honest did it. I don't know if somebody else somewhere did it. I don't know if because Jennifer had it happen to her a few months ago, that's why it's happening to me. I don't know why the fuck's it's going on. And like I said, I dealt with this shit before whenever I was living here before and I had a fucking computer. I dealt with my Facebook getting flooded before, and I just blocked everybody's ass. I tried to accept them, talk to them for like a week or two, and then I just went through one day and I was like, fuck this shit, and I was like, block, block, block. I literally was on my computer for like, I don't know, 5 fucking hours blocking people, and that's all I was doing, click a name, block, click a name, block, click a name, block, And I was just like, fucking hell. Because that's the thing, too, is you can't just unfriend them. No, you unfriend them, and they come back and they write you, or they try to, or they'll get on the page and they'll be like, so-and-so is a bitch, and you're like, oh, I'd kill you, like, bitch, oh, call me what, like, oh my God, I'm so mad. So I don't know what the fuck's going on, but all I know is I did not need this to spiral in the way that it has, or at least I didn't think that I did, or don't think that I do. I don't fucking know. And then I'm sitting here, and my fucking phone, the battery won't charge worth of shit on it, and I got a bunch of shit that I need to do, but I'm sitting here so scared that somebody's scamming me, because my phone, that's another thing too. I go to log into my Facebook, and it has translate pop up at the bottom, and it says, what is it? I don't even know the fucking word anymore. It starts with a L. Something-ish. I don't know. It's like a language at the end. And then it says English over to the side. It's done that to me a few times. Then when I log into my Facebook, not all of them, but when I log in or what the fuck ever, it pulls up 2 fucking pages. So you go to Google, you type in Facebook, you click on Facebook, and it pulls up 2 fucking pages. Why the fuck is it pulling up 2 fucking Facebook pages? So then my Facebook page that I'm actually on is lagging because the Facebook page running in the back, so I have to close out the screen, pop them up, shut that shit down, pull my fucking Facebook page back up. Then Eddie, I talked to him a few days ago, and he's like, hey, put this cleaner on it, and use it. So I put the fucking cleaner on it, and I hate to say it, but I didn't have that shit going on until I put the fucking cleaner on it. So I'm like, okay, Eddie, is your fucking cleaner a piece of shit? You know, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. And then, because of all the shit going on, I was just like, I wonder if I delete this. And I ended up deleting all my fucking photos. And thank God it was nothing of importance that, you know, like I'm gonna die without. But I'm like, okay, there has to be a way to get those back and retrieve them from the fucking trash can. But I don't even feel like looking it up right now. I don't feel like looking it up. I know they're there. I know they're somewhere. I don't know where they're at. I'm not a computer genius, and I'm like, and my brain is about fucking fried, and I'm fixing to like kill somebody is the way that I feel. And I'm like, so just calm the fuck down. So then, you know, I'm trying to talk to Noman. Well, Noman and his internet, and him being over on freaking Pakistan, and he's like, oh, it's my internet. Oh, it's my signal. Oh, it's my this. Oh, it's my that. Is it really? Is it really? Is it really? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Better be sure you're not fucking with, like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you positive? Like, dude, because he'll sit there, you know, and he'll get on there with me, and he stays on with me sometimes quite a while talking to me, and I get that I could talk all fucking day, you know, and everything. But he'll write me a message or what the fuck ever, you know, and I'll write him back. And he'll sit there and we'll respond back and forth, you know, and it's just lightning speed. And then all of a sudden, I'll send him something, and it's like he has ignored my message. It's like he's wanted to ignore it because it won't even go through. Sometimes it does that. It won't even go through. And then he'll come back 5 minutes later and start talking to me again, and I'm like, 5 minutes? So your internet was fucked up for 5 minutes? Like, when the internet fucks up, it usually fucks up for a while. Then that's the thing, too, is he tried to tell me it was the fucking weather. And I'm like, it's the weather when it's dry and hazy over there. And it's warm and okay over here. You know, like, I'm just like, where's the storm clouds? Where's the thunder? Where's the rain? Where's the what? You know, and I get that we're so far apart and all this shit and everything, but I'm just like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. And so I'm just like, let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Just don't worry about it, because I'm an overthinker if there ever fucking was one. So I'm letting it go, and I'm just trying to go with the flow of everything and all this other shit. And then there's other times that I'll send him a message and I can see that it goes through, because the check mark in the box and the way that it lights up, you know, or whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's what it does, you know, and that's what it's been doing, you know, and stuff like that and everything. And then nothing. He don't say nothing back for the longest, and I'm just like, you know, and I'm just like, an hour or two later, you know, you say something after your phone received it. It's showing that your fucking phone received it. Why is it taking an hour or two for you to fucking respond? And then whenever you respond and I respond back, you know, like you'll say, hey baby, and I say, hey, then you respond back lightning speed again. So that shows that the hey baby was not 2 hours ago or an hour ago when I sent the last message and all this shit, and then it took it that long to come through and everything, and or at least that's the way. I don't know. I'm just very angry. I'm a very angry little person inside. I'm a very scarred little kid, and I'm a very angry little monster, basically. I don't know how else to put it. I'm having a bad day. I'm having a bad day. I'm having a bad day all because my fucking phone won't charge. And all because I need to do stuff on my phone, but I'm sitting here and I'm like, is there a scammer on my phone? And if there's a scammer on your phone, you know, and shit like that, how do you get rid of them? What's the best, you know? And I don't trust anybody. That's the fucking thing. I don't trust anybody to be able to be like, hey, even Eddie, me trying to trust him, and he's like, hey, put this cleaner on it. And I was like, okay, and I did. And now my phone's working even worse. And I actually uninstalled the fucking cleaner because, hell, I don't know. It just wasn't fucking working. It wasn't doing what the fuck I needed it to do. And I was like, fuck this shit, you know? And it made my phone actually lag even worse. And so I'm just like, I don't know, and I don't trust anybody, and I feel like I'm in hell, you know? And I'm like, trying to get out of that mentality and trying to stay out of that mentality, but that's the mentality that I was fucking raised in. I mean, my dad basically walking around, shit. The fuck just happened?